Hi guys, how are you guys doing today? Um, I looked back at the last video that I made and I realized my headset or my not my headset, my fucking mic, my mic wasn't connected. It wasn't connected to this mic. It was connected to the fucking bitch ass mic up here. The fucking what's it called? The ¿Cómo se dice? The fuck webcam. That's what it was attached to the webcam. So the whole time I'm whispering into the mic, trying to be like secretive and shit, so my roommate doesn't think I'm a nerd or some shit. And then in the fuck in front of me, there's a I'm talking to this when I'm supposed to be talking to that. Anyways, that's crazy. Anyways, I want to talk to you guys about some of my favorite albums. I was trying, or I got this idea this morning. I called out of work today because I thought I was sick and I was sick and I was like, oh, bro, my fucking throat hurts. Oh, right. But in reality, I drank a water and now I'm fine. But now I have nothing to do today. And I was like, fuck, okay, well, I was bed rotting and I was like, okay, well, let me think of like, I don't know, some shit to do, right? So I go and I'm trying to like put a song on my like Instagram, like my Instagram notes and shit, and I couldn't find one. I couldn't find a song to like put. Yo, what do I look like lopsided? It's like my eyes are like lopsided. Oh shit, it's because they are. Holy shit. Anyways, so I was trying to find a song and I just couldn't find one. I was trying to look in the archives. I put up my old like Spotify playlist. I was like listening to shit like that. And in reality, I just kept finding bullshit. I was like, damn, bro. I was finding old gems. I was finding like some songs where I'm like, I don't really listen to this song. I think I just kind of got it to like just because it was popular, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll give it a try. I'll listen to it. But a lot of the songs, hold on, I gotta see. Ooh, oh sorry. A lot of the songs they just weren't. They just didn't hit. I'm not gonna hold you. So I was like, fuck, dude. I'm trying to find a song. I was listening to Uzi Leaks. I was listening to like old Bad Bunny. I just couldn't find a song, like some Pink Panthers, and I just couldn't find a song. And then that got me thinking. I'm like, yo, whatever like no, I was looking at Future actually when I got the idea because I was looking at some of the old Future albums. I was like, dude, I tell this story every time, but when I first listened to DS2, I was in the sixth grade with my math teacher sitting right next to me. Like we were both listening to DS2 together, and that's a memory I'll never forget. And that's why Future is one of my favorite artists. You know what I mean? Just because I've been listening to him for so long. But then that got me thinking. Okay, well, if DS2 is one of my favorite albums, then what are like my top albums? You know what I mean? And I never got to show anybody this, but one of my favorite albums. I've never told anybody this, but one of my favorite albums is, and I just bought this, so I'm so excited to show you guys because I bought this like I want to say like 2 weeks ago. Never showed anybody, so you guys are getting the first look. One of my favorite albums ever is Savage Mode 2 by 21 Savage and Metro Boomin. This is the first album that ever made me cry. Like, and not cry as in like, oh, like I'm thinking about some shit and like this just reminded me of the situation. No, I mean like this album is so fucking good. It was filled with so much bliss that when I woke up 6 in the morning, I had to go to school, got ready, went on the school bus, put in my headphones. I'm like 21 Savage just dropped an album. Let's go. Let's listen to it, right? Because that's just my shit. That's just what I would do in high school. Like woke up 6 in the morning, let's get it. Let's listen to some music. And like that's just what I did. And bro, this album, like I'm telling you, tears falling down my face, dude. Like this, I couldn't even just Glock in my lap, fucking rest in peace, love, said and done, fucking snitches and rats, dude, fucking running, dude. All of these songs detrimental to my life, dude. These are some songs that I'll never forget ever. But that album for sure is one of those albums where I consider that album a 10. I don't care about anybody other's personal feeling. That is, if not one of the greatest trap albums of all time. It's my favorite trap album. If I'm being honest with you, this is probably my favorite trap album. No, actually, no, that's a lie. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. I don't. I wouldn't say it's. I wouldn't consider it. Well, it is trap, but yeah. I'm not putting it in the trap category because it's not necessarily hard, but it's like it's the themes. It's like the message. It's like the fucking vibe. It's you know what I mean. Sonically, it just sounds like my. It's my 10. It's my 10. Fuck you. I don't have to explain myself to you. Anyways, after that, I also got another album, and I think this album has truly changed my life um in a way that I consume different genres of music. Now, I've always been a fan of this artist. I've always been and dude, my hair looks so fucking greasy. I didn't shower last night, so now it just looks I look like a little bum. But it's okay. Um this album, Fancy That with Pink Panthers. This is a 10. I love this album so much. That album from beginning to end is is a masterpiece. I hate to break it to anybody who thinks differently, but that album is for sure a masterpiece. Like one of the songs that did stick out to me was Girl Like Me. Girl Like Me, that one took me a little bit to get used to. I'm not gonna lie. I was listening to that, I was like I it just shifted a little too much for me in the beginning. Now I see the greatness. Now I see it all. But at first I was a little bit skeptical because it was like and then like I'll be alright. I it just kind of like killed the momentum for me. I'm like, where are we? Like, I'm trying to like bob my head to it, and you'll be you know what I mean. I gotta like speed up the bob, like I'll be alright. And I just wasn't fucking with that. I was like, okay, I kind of like to be brought into it, which she is bringing you into it. But I guess in the I was expecting a whole different song when I was listening to it, so it subverted my expectations, and I think that's what upset me is just the fact that I thought I had an idea as to where the song was going, and it didn't take me there. So I was like, okay, fuck, damn, like I'm trying to like understand it, but you know what I mean. But now I know this shit's peak. Like I don't know what the fuck I was doing that shit, but I really enjoyed that album. That album is one of the best albums of my of I think I've listened to. I was coming back from Mexico, and that album was on fucking repeat. What I have to cuss was on repeat the whole way out. So from like I think I started listening to it whenever I why are we doing this, bro? What the fuck? Let's go. No, let's not go. Hold on. Can we focus? Can we focus, please? Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Trying to know about this. Bang, which I know about that, which I know about white balancing. Anyways, and it didn't do shit. Okay, fuck you. Hold on. Gazer, gazer. Anyways, yeah, no, that's one of the best albums I've ever listened to. Nice to Know You. That's the best song off the album. Nice to Know You. Stars. Um, we could even say Nice to Know You. Stars. What else is on that album? Romeo is really good. Um, Stateside, original Stateside. A lot of people don't give original Stateside its credit, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But yeah. Anyways, what else after that? The first six songs off of Nostalgia. I know I'm kind of cheating here, but the first six songs off of Nostalgia by Eslabon Armado, bro, don't like like if you listen to that shit like the first six songs back to back to back to back to back, bro, you're listening to like some of the best fucking like like modern day like modern Mexican music that's ever been fucking made, dude. That those first six songs, Vete a la fregada, Modo de Pre, um the one with Junior H, I forgot that one. Hold on, I gotta pull up the set list. Hold on, guys. I got a bad memory, but I promise you, I'm not LARPing, guys. I know these. I know these songs. Hold on. Hold on. I don't have Spotify downloaded on here. Fuck. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Nostalgia Eslabón Armado. Okay. Luces rojas. Mente en alto. That's the one. Mente en alto. No. Yeah. Dos morritas. Dos moritas a mi lado. Come on, bro. Se me quita el agüitado. Bro, come on. That, those 6 songs are so fucking big. Those are like, okay, I was telling, no, I wasn't telling anybody this. I tell myself shit in my head, but like, those 6 songs are like the peak of like modern Mexican music. I'm sorry, but like that shit, oh man. Like that shit is just so awesome. Like there's not another album like it. It's so awesome. What else? What else would be another album? Oh, Fuck the World, Brent Faiyaz. Fuck the World, Brent Faiyaz. There's not a single like bad song on that album. I don't think though. I don't think so. No, I don't think so at all. Same thing with Intro by El Proyecto. Intro by El Proyecto, or not intro, Drama by El Proyecto. I'm thinking about the title track. No, Drama by El Proyecto is one of the best albums I've ever had. They're a small indie band, not a small indie band, but they're a small, like, I'm assuming Mexican band. Um, Great music. Great music is all I can say, if I'm being honest with you. If you like Eslabon, if you like Danny Lux, if you like even like the more like experimental stuff like Latin Mafia, um you'll definitely like El Proyecto. Yeah, you'll definitely like El Proyecto. Who else? Gemini Rights by Steve Lacy. That is, there's not a single bad song on on that album. That album like carried me through high school. Fucking phenomenal. Love that shit. I Know I'm Funny, haha, by Faye Webster. Again, another one of the most perfect albums ever. Fucking amazing. I love Faye Webster. I love everything she's done. Um, who else? Who else? Oh, Higher Than Life, Future. Obviously, I gotta throw Future in there. If you don't think that Future has a classic album, if you don't think Future is like a legendary like artist, like Hall of Fame artist, like up there with like the top, like the greats, you're actually like, you might be a little bit slow in the head, and that's okay. Because I always say that you don't really like find the future kind of finds you in like whatever state that you're in. You know what I mean? To me, it was whenever DS2 came out and I was listening to it with my high school, not my high school, with my middle school teacher. That's just how he came to me, and he came to me at a great time, and I think that's just how that is. You know what I mean? And these are just personal favorites. This isn't like what I think is a classic album. Like, this album is like a 10 out of 10. You must listen to this shit. You know what I mean? A lot of these albums, most people heard Savage Mode 2 in the beginning and turned this shit off. Word to everything I love, they did that shit. But you know what? It's okay, because that's not their list. This is my list. I can do whatever the fuck I want. That's a great album. Um, because if we were talking about like the best, like quote unquote best albums, you know what I mean? I'd be like To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick Lamar. Um, what else? I don't fucking know. T-Pab is probably one of the best albums ever though. That's a good intro. Or like fucking Juan Gabriel, um, in Las Bellas Artes, or fucking I don't know actually. Um, I don't know actually. I'm too confused. Why am I on my phone? Oh my god, how rude of me. To Hell With It by Pink Panthers is really good. All of Pink Panthers. I'm such a huge Pink Panthers fan. If you guys know me IRL, well, most of you guys know. There's no reason none of you not know me IRL, but I am a huge Pink Panthers fan. I've been a Pink Panthers fan since like 2021, which is mainly when everybody else became a Pink Panthers fan. But like, I don't know, like I just love Pink Panthers. I think she is one of those artists that like whenever she puts something out, I gotta listen. Oh, Submarine by the Marias. Sorry, I forgot to put that in there. But no, Pink Panthers is definitely one of those artists where like anytime she's put something out, I just had to listen to it. I will say that statement's like half true because I didn't listen to Hell with It. Is that what it's called? No, not To Hell with It. Heaven Knows. I didn't listen to Heaven Knows when it came out. I've since gone back and listened to it. I will say sometimes I can get a bit pretentious. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Um, and I'll be like, nah, I'm not listening to that shit right now. I'm listening to this shit right now. And that's what happened. With Heaven Knows, I was listening to like radio. If I'm deep in some shit right now, you're just gonna have to wait for me to get to it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. Cause like if I'm listening to fucking I was listening to Radiohead. Radiohead has a pretty I was in that indie alt rock kind of area, you know what I mean? I was listening to a lot of shit. I was getting into Deftones, Radiohead, Pierce the Veil, fucking, you know what I mean? Like this whole The Cure. I was in this bag, you know, Enanitos Verdes, you know, like when you're in that kind of zone, you kind of just want to stick to that zone for a bit, you know what I mean? With Pink Panthers, you get a lot of sounds, you get a lot of like shit. Heaven Knows is a pretty like I wouldn't say it's a dark album, but it's like, you know what I mean? And compared um to Hell with It and Fancy That, the sounds are a bit darker. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. It's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. You could get it with the fucking with the title cover. If you listen to it, you listen to it. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's that. Some leaks that I fear that will never come out just because I want to talk about it. Um, Love Scars. The it's a little Uzi Vert leak with Cody Shane and him on FaceTime. That's one of the best ones. Free Uzi. We'll never get Free Uzi, but Free Uzi is genuinely a top 10 like Uzi song. Not even top, maybe top 5. I think Free Uzi crosses into my top 5 Uzi songs. Zoom was up there. Zoom's not up there anymore just cuz it's like I don't know. I felt like Zoom has gone down in recent time. I used to think Zoom was like here's the thing with leaks. I feel like people talk about leaks in a way where they romanticize leaks and thinking that like they sound a lot better than what they do. And you know, if you've ever and this is like usually the younger group of people that was like, oh nah, the link was better. This shit was recorded off of a fucking iPhone, bro. Of course it sounded better. Or quote unquote better. It's the one that you've been listening to the most. It was recorded on the fucking iPhone. It sounds raw. It sounds like, you know what I mean? Like you're in it with them. So of course you're gonna believe that it just sounds better because you hear the more polished version that was gonna come out anyways. And you're just like, nah, fuck that shit. Nah, this shit. One of the ones that I can't. A lot of people are like, "Nah, this is one of the best leaks ever." Is the hurricane leak that Kanye did whenever he was releasing what was it, Yandi? No, it wasn't Yandi. It might have been Yandi. Or the original Donda? No, no. I'm sorry. The weekend clears. I'm sorry. See this in 3D. All lights out for me. Like, come on. Like, no. You can't tell me that The Weeknd isn't like you wanted Kanye to sing that instead of The Weeknd. Like you just can't. You can't really tell me that. Um, yeah. Oh, dude, there's this leak with Lucky and Brent Vyaz. It's called Can't Lose It. Dude, my freshman year, I would spam that fucking song. That one and Don't You Love Me? You should use it, trust me. Wait, no, no, that's not a leak. Which one is it? Is that not the one? I don't think that's the one. I think that's actually like a Licky song. Can't lose it. Dude, now I gotta look back at my lucky leaks. Don't you love me? You do trust me. Hey, grab and fuck me. It's still half a lucky. Hey, yeah, no, that's not Clueless. No, it wasn't Clueless. What was it? Oh man. Dude, and this is why I say you gotta like invest in dude, what the hell? Oh man, I just lost it. Okay, well there was this one leak. I don't remember the name. It's a popular leak. If you can find it, you can find it. I forgot how it goes. Dude, now I sound like such a larp. Fuck. No, I'm actually no. I guys, I'm tapped into Lucky. I'm tapped into Lucky Leaks. Please believe me. Please believe me. No, I swear. But that's one of the that's one of my favorite Lucky Leaks. Ah, damn. How does it go? It had the picture of like the like the Nirvana cover shit that he did. Fuck, dude. That was actually one of the best leaks I ever had, dude. Fuck. And then a lot of Cardi leaks. If we're being honest, guys, like 60% of Cardi leaks are like okay. Like they're not that bad. Like they're not that good, if I'm being honest with you. Like they're influential, yes. But like in the dude, why is my fucking schnoz huge? Holy shit. Has it always been this big? I think the lining is just making it look fucking huge. Has it always been this big? Oh my god. Anyways, now I can't stop looking at it. Okay. No, Lucky's great. I love Lucky. Um, who else are some artists that I love? Oh, fuck. I don't know. I don't think I can think of anybody at the moment. But yeah, that's just me. Dude, holy shit. I can't believe my nose is this fucking big. Holy shit. Okay, I gotta go. Thank you guys. Bye.